Namaskar everyone. I, Pani Srivastava, welcome you all in the new academic session for your class 7. I will be taking your online sessions for computer applications. Now, before we start with today's session, let's thank Almighty for keeping us safe and equipped with technology so that even during the lockdown period, we are fully functional. I want you to be ready with a notebook. It can be any rough notebook, or you can also take sheets of paper so that you can write important points during the session, as well as kindly keep on noting down your query during the session. These queries you can forward me through your group leader. The topic children will be starting with MS Excel. MS Excel is a part of MS Office suite from which MS Word and PowerPoint you have already done in your previous classes. Maybe some of you are familiar with Excel also. So, before going further, let's quickly recap about the basic concepts of Excel. Few definitions first. Microsoft Excel can be defined as a program which allows you to enter data into the form of rows or columns known as spreadsheet. Each file in Excel can be referred to as a workbook, which in turn consists of your one or more worksheets. By default, there is only one worksheet, but children, you can add more worksheets, you can rename the worksheets, and you can delete the worksheets. A workbook is the name given to an Excel file. Worksheet can be defined as a single page of a workbook. It consists of your horizontal rows and vertical columns. Now, children, when you're working in Excel, at a time you can work only in one worksheet that is called as your active worksheet. Now, suppose if you're working in sheet 1 and you select sheet 2 for some other work, then automatically your sheet 2 will become the active worksheet. Similarly, there can be only one active cell, and whenever you enter the data, by default it will appear in the active cell only. Now children, let us look into some of the components of a worksheet. Your worksheet is a combination of rows and columns, where rows are horizontal and are identified by the row numbers like 1, 2, 3, etc. You can also notice on the left side of the worksheet that row numbers are given. Similarly, columns are vertical and are identified by the alphabets A, B, C, D, etc., which are given on the top. Each cell is your intersection of a row and column. So basically, you can say your worksheet consists of many cells or a grid of cells. Each cell in a worksheet is identified by a unique cell address which consists of by a column letter followed by the row number. For example, in this worksheet given here, the active cell will be identified by its name as D3. Now name box in the top left corner above the column headers displays the address of the active cell. After name box, it is formula bar. Now children, you can see in the toolbar adjacent to name box there is one more bar given represented by fx sign. This bar is known as your formula bar and it displays the data or the formula present in your active cell. In the adjacent figure, you can see that I have written class 7th in my active cell, and that is being displayed in the formula bar. Now suppose children, if we want to select more than one cell, can we do it in Excel? Yes, we can. This group of cells selected is referred to as a range of cells. And since in a previous slide we have learned that every cell has its unique address, so there will be address for cell range as well. Now this cell address for the cell range is represented by its first cell followed by a colon sign and the last cell of the cell range. For example, if we are selecting the cells from A1 to A5, then it will be represented as A1 colon A5. Similarly, in the figure you can see I have selected the cells from C6 till my F13. All the cells are selected. You can see the gray portion. Now this will be named as C6 colon F13. Let's quickly revise the terms which we have done. Name box representing the cell address of an active cell. Formula bar showing the content of the active cell. Now it's appearing blank over here because our active cell does not contain anything. Column header representing the name of the column. Row header representing the row number, and active sheet, the sheet on which we are currently working.